Hi guys, I'm George.
And I'm Keisha.
And welcome to
Craft Life with the Sansburys. Yay!
For today's video, what I want to do is, I want to demonstrate something for you that I run into a lot dealing with shirts. As a matter of fact, just watch this.
So I was wondering if you could take this beautiful photograph right here.
Oh, wow.
This one right here of me and my husband. And I want you to put it on 2 shirts for me. One for him and one for me.
Okay, the photograph shirt.
Yes,
okay,
I want this picture.
That's a beautiful shirt you have on.
Thank you.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Did X Apparel do that?
Actually, they did.
Wow, they do great work.
Yeah.
So back to this. So this photograph to go on the shirt. Well,
this photograph I want it on the shirt, just like this.
Okay, it's kind of hard to explain. So you know how this is a JPEG, and then we use HTV.
What's
and then,
JPEG?
Well, so really for the Cricut you need vector and PNG, and you have S. You know what? I think this will help you. Watch this.
Okay.
I'm just going to go to my Cricut design space. I'm going to talk real quickly about photographs and doing vinyl. A lot of people ask, because I normally do vinyl for doing custom shirts. Everybody wants to know, can you put a photograph on it? And when you tell people you can't, they really don't understand it. So I'm going to do this video to kind of help people get an understanding of why it's very difficult to do a photograph in your when you're using vinyl. So here's my design space. This is a new tab. It hasn't been titled or anything yet. So I'm going to upload. I'm going to just try to grab a photograph if I can find one very quickly. Let's see a photograph. Okay. Here's a photograph. So, of course, you're going to hit simple, moderately complex, or complex, depending on if you're going to do a print and cut, for instance. You're going to want to keep it, the quality, just like the picture quality, as good as it could be. Or if you're not too concerned about the quality of it, you can do it simple. Obviously, you see it's going to cut some of the quality of it out. Some of the colors are going to disappear as well. So for this case, I'm going to keep it at complex. So here's the photograph. Now here's what people don't understand. If you're using vinyl, you're not printing anything unless you're using printed vinyl. You are going to use a solid color, glitter, whatever type of vinyl, that sheet, that is what you're going to be pressing on the shirt. So this picture is not going to magically appear on it. Here's a preview of what it would look like if I were to go ahead and run it now. That's it. Okay. So what we do in this space is we take out the areas that you don't want on the shirt. Okay. And you leave the areas that you want to show up on the shirt. So let's say I just want the two of us, myself and Keisha, on the shirt. I'm going to click all these areas so they will disappear. Okay. I'll show you my progress. Okay. As you see, it's an outline. It's still an outline. It is not going to show our features. It's not going to show our smile, our skin, our hair. It's just going to show an outline and a form of us. Okay, so here's the part where you have to go through, and I would clean the image up. If I didn't want all this stuff on here, I could go to this tool and make it as big as possible, just so that I could erase everything around it. All right. Now, whenever someone sends you something, even if it's not a photograph, it could be some clip art or whatever the case may be, especially if they send it in a JPEG, you're going to have to do a lot of this. And even when you're cleaning it up, it's not always going to come out very clear. And I'm just going to run through this because it's just an example. It doesn't have to be perfect. But there's often times where you're trying to clean it up, and this part could take hours, depending on what the image is. That's why I like to try to create my own inside of Design Space, because taking pictures to try to clean up it can be very difficult. All right. Because just imagine trying to go through and honestly, let me go back. So when you look at this yellow is in here. Well, let's say I just want to look like a regular shoulder. Like I said, this is one sheet of color. I really can leave that yellow and just go all the way up like that's her shoulder. And it'll appear to be her shoulder without the yellow in it, because when I run it or when I cut it, this is going to be yellow, it's going to be red, whatever the color of the screen is. So I'm just going to go continue. And of course I can go through and clean that up. But when you, I didn't mean to do that. So now I just saved it. Obviously that shows up, but once you see it in the design space, I can change that. It's set it up as a print and cut. So it actually would print this on a transfer sheet if I put a blank transfer sheet. But we're going to change that to no fill. And this is what it will look like. I can change the color, red, purple, black, whatever. So then when I go to cut it or make it, I put my vinyl on, and whatever color I put on, that's the color it will be. Okay. And the only way to put this on as the real photograph is to do the print and cut. But then you're using just a regular transfer sheet, which I have tried it, haven't really perfected it. So I try to stay away from doing it altogether. But anyway, that was just a quick preview of why you cannot put a photograph on it. If you have any questions, please comment below, ask your questions. I will try to answer it to the best of my ability. Thank you.